Shabbat Shalom. We are delighted you are joining us this evening at Congregation Beth Israel for our Shabbat service. We hope the prayers and melodies you hear tonight will uplift you and help bring harmony and peace to your Shabbat. We look forward to sharing the evening with you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos to each of you. As we come into the sanctuary and we take our places, we look forward to fabulous music and special prayers that are familiar to us that help all of us enter into the spirit of the Sabbath day. We set aside all of the challenges of the week that is past and savor the blessings we have truly come to know. And I've noticed tonight the cantor seems particularly excited about this evening, and for some reason I'm wearing a black bow tie and a tuxedo. But I know you're very excited about Shabbat, cantor, but you seem more thrilled than usual.
Rabbi, I am so excited. All I see are blue skies smiling at me as we enter Shabbat, singing the beautiful music of Irving Berlin set to our familiar liturgy. From his timeless classics like Cheek to Cheek to his upbeat Broadway hits from Annie Get Your Gun, this is truly a special Shabbat service that you will not soon forget. And we even have a song sheet so that all of the congregation can follow along and join in with us.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, cantor, rather than simply talking about such beautiful music, let's sing about it.
That is just a great idea.
I thought so.
Maestro, if you please. There's no Shabbos like this, Shabbos like no Shabbos I know. Everything about it is appealing, everyone is thrilled Shabbat has come. Nowhere can you get that Shabbos feeling than when you're singing Adonai. There's no service like this, service you know you don't want to miss. Music by Berlin, sung to your favorite prayers. The week is over, forget your cares. Sing and dance and clap and pray right from your chairs. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. There's no Shabbos like this, Shabbos like no Shabbos I know. Everything about it is appealing, everyone is thrilled Shabbat has come. Nowhere can you get that Shabbos feeling than when you're singing Adonai. There's no service like this, service you know you don't want to miss. Music by Berlin, sung to our favorite prayers. The week is over, forget your cares. Sing and dance and clap and pray right from your chairs. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Now on with the service. Let's welcome in Shabbat with the singing of Lecha Dodi. The words are found on your song sheet. Well, Berlin's one of the greats. From Russia moved here to the States on his own at age 14. When he hit the music scene, songwriting was his passion. His tunes always in fashion. Bet he'd be shocked that we are singing this song to Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi. Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha. Hishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad. Lecha Dodi, Rat Hala, B'nei Shabbat, Mikal V'la, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, Rat Hala, B'nei Shabbat, Mikal V'la, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi.
As we tap our way into Shabbat, we turn our attention now in our prayer books to page 2 and 3 as we invite Rabbi Scott to lead us in the blessing over the Sabbath lights.
Together on page 3. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
We continue now with our call to worship, Baruch Hu, on page 28. Please rise. We continue together reading on page 36. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand. Let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe the Israelites marched through the sea of mystery. Holding hands and bravely marching on together, we still believe with courage there's no storm we cannot weather. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, norati lo toseh ve'eleh. Malchutcha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam, lifnei Moshe u'Miriam.
Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom Alenu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
ושמרו בני ישראל, ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית גדולה. ושמרו בני ישראל, ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית גדולה. הביאו בני ישראל אותי לעונם. ושמרו בני ישראל, ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית גדולה. כששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל, ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית גדולה. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל, ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית גדולה. ושמרו בני ישראל, ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית גדולה.
We continue with Tefillah now, beginning on pages 46 and 48. Please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei v'Nehem, Liman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagein, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magid Avraham, V'Ezrat Sarah.
Together at the bottom of page 51. Praise be the God whose gift is life, whose cleansing rains let parched men and women flower toward the sun. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yichalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. Page 55, together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat, page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot.
Grant us peace, your most precious gift. O eternal source of peace, may it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel with peace. Shalom Rav al Yisrael, Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael, Amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav HaYisrael, Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav HaYisrael, Amcha tasim leolam. B'tov b'necha levarich et Amcha Yisrael, b'chol idol b'chol shal b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav HaYisrael, Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav HaYisrael, Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav HaYisrael, Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav HaYisrael, Amcha tasim
We pause now for a moment of silent prayer. At this time in our service, in addition to our personal prayers and our prayers of peace, we offer a prayer of healing of body and mind, spirit and soul. And so tonight we think of Susan Pye, Arthur Hamburger, Donald Podoloff, Rebecca Risch, Charlotte Busby Strauss, Rebecca Hector, Bill Orlin, Mark Strum, Anne Reva Jacobson, and Lucille Gitzig, as well as all those within your own families and circle of friends who are in need of healing. We join together now in our prayer of Misha Berach. The words can be found on page 253. Misha
What a beautiful night when the sounds, the music, and the words of Irving Berlin, so beautifully interpreted by cantor trumpeter, help us to find our peaceful place. Irving Berlin was only 5 years old when he came to this country, and he said that his only memory of those days coming from Russia was sleeping on the side of the road, and he remembers his home, small as it was, burning to the ground. And when he came to this country, his father was a cantor. He couldn't find work as a cantor. He worked as a kosher butcher and tutored a little bit for those boys who needed voice training for bar mitzvah. And Irving himself, like so many others, didn't remember so much about the past and the old world. He was eager to be a part of the new world. And each of his siblings and members of the family would go out during the day, sing a little bit, earn some pennies, and bring them back and collect them for the family to use for all the things that they needed so desperately. But like others. He listened to the sounds of the street, the sounds of the music all around him. And his focus was on being American in all the ways that that could mean for him, and as he watched others find their way to prosperity. So Irving began to sing, he began to write songs, and as a young boy found some very early success. George Gershwin said that he was the greatest songwriter that ever lived. And Jerome Kern said that Irving Berlin had no part in American music. He was American music. Irving Berlin wrote for the core of America, his biographers say. He wasn't aiming for those who were privileged and who had everything already. He wasn't even singing for those who were underprivileged and seemingly had no way up. He wanted to find the sweet spot in American life. He was writing music during the time of World War I, World War II, and well beyond. He lived to be 101. He died in 1989. But that sweet spot is still something that we crave too. And so if we listen to the melody tonight and we're taken back to some special place or some special memory, it's for a good reason. It's what made him great. Because in our life, though we're not immigrants like he was or his family was, there is still life and death, there health and sickness, joy and sorrow, and we aim to find the very best in our life by trying to live the best life that we can. We aim to tip the balance in our favor. We aim to know more life and health and joy. We do it by trying to live a life of virtue. But just in case, even we have brought over from the old world something into ours too. We sometimes use superstitions just to be sure that we can aim our world straight at a time when it's seemingly very difficult. How many of you have said he should live to be 120? Poo, poo, poo. Those superstitions help us to stave off the evil eye. How many of you have knocked on wood? Do you know that that's really a sign of knocking on the cross? How many of you will never do that again? But the truth is, as many people have said to me, I'll knock on anything. Because our hope is that even by living a life of virtue and sharing our prayers and hoping to God that everything should go well, we just can't take things for granted. We look for our sweet spot too. So when we're done spitting and done knocking and done poo-poo-pooing, we say Mazel Tov, good luck, good fortune, because Judaism wasn't separated from the stars and astrology either. We saw something that was hopeful and well beyond us, and we always looked for that shalom. Not just that peace, but shalom means wholeness and completeness. So at the end of the day, when we put our head on our pillow and we share Shema, we hope that our day was good. We didn't hurt anybody, we made a positive difference, and we've come to know peace in our life. Some of you have told me where you have found peace and that sweet spot in your life. Sometimes it's that pleasant chair at home, a place on the ranch, a place by the seashore. I can tell you where I find my sweet spot. It's always in the company of my wife and children. But truth be told, when my grandson was born 6 months ago, I said that I'd never have a bad day again in my life. And so I made a pledge to see my grandson at least once a month. They live on the Upper West Side of New York City. And when I hold him, I put his cheek next to mine. And in those moments, the world stops, and I hear nothing but his breath, and I see nothing but his face next to mine. And for a little while, even if there is no music playing, we dance cheek to cheek. It's then that I know, like you have come to know, that life's balance is found no matter how the world might change, exactly where it's always been found, in precious moments of unconditional love.
dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the wind seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're all together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain and to reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arm about you. The charm about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I see when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arm around you. The charm about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I see when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek.
In our prayer book, we turn to the bottom of page 282 and 287 as we join in Alenu.
Alenu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
In our prayer books, we turn to page 294. And as we do, in the midst of our music, our joy, we remember those who departed this earth and enter the peace of life eternal. Lovingly, we remember David Silvers, who was laid to rest in recent days. And we add the names of those the anniversary of whose death is observed this Shabbat. We remember Benjamin Scott, Pauline Edelman, Abe Donsky, Simon Dover, Milton Frost Jr., Lena Frumkin, Alan Gordon, Rose K. Katz, Abe A. Katz, James Pinson Rose, Muriel Usick, Erica Barlow, Irving Hyman, Henry Jacobs, Mary Rabinowitz, Zidney Silver, Abraham Wiesel, Nina Becker, Liddell Beisel, Elise Deitzer, Stephen Dowdle, Ida Epstein, Betty Friedman, Fred Hirsch, Thelma Lipsitz, Helen Resnick, Florence Rudner, Joseph Schultz, Della Simon, Charlotte Abramson, Isaac Daniel, Earl Harwood, Joseph Roth, Fanny Schwarz, Jewel Tucker, Bertram Cole, Miriam Daniel, Harriet Gordotowski, Kenneth Hurst, Hami Ip, Jenny Lichtenstein, Lauren Nichols, Larry Rosemarin, Carl Sachs, Louis Seeline, Helene Sussman, Dorothea Gostin, Ida Gould, Benjamin Isaacson, Helen Pasternak, Rose Salzman, Elke Schaefer, Lena Stern, Donald Wayne, J.B. Jerry Wollins, Alex Wolf Jr., Irene Wolf, Alex Wolf Sr., Shirley Cooperman, Betty Kahn Grant, Albert Grossman, Gertrude Grossman, David Mencher, Tilly Shane, Bertha Newfield, Jack Gatchman, Pamela Warner. In their memory and in their honor, we rise as a congregation to recite the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach te v'yamlich malchute, v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayedechol beit Yisrael, Bagala v'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olam me'amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitjomam v'yitnaseh. V'yidadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei d'gudisha brichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiram b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim alenu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, alenu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to those who mourn, and comfort to all the bereaved among us, as together we say, amen. Shabbat is a day of gladness, a day in which we give thanks to God for the gifts of our life. So we raise the Kiddush cup filled with sweet wine and sanctify this day with our blessing as Cantor leads us. Page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho, b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'maseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikrai kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim b'shabbat kodshecha b'ava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Irving Stern, and I have the privilege of serving as president of Beth Israel's Board of Trustees. Thank you to Cantor and Mark Vogel, the entire clergy team, for a beautiful Shir Shabbat. Mazel tov to the family of Grace and Henry Wiesel, who are becoming B'nai Mitzvah this weekend. Sunday morning is Mitzvah Day. Join us for plenty of activities and mitzvah projects in and around our campus. We will be collecting canned goods for the Houston Food Bank, and there will also be a blood drive accepting donations. The Beth Israel Sisterhood has been hard at work preparing food for our first Jewish Food Festival, taking place Sunday morning immediately following Mitzvah Day. Come taste delicious Jewish foods from around the world. Next Saturday night is the Schlenker School Gala, honoring Spark Award recipient and President Leslie Margolis. All are welcome for dinner, dancing, and a silent auction. Contact the Schlenker offices to purchase tickets and RSVP. Jeffrey Gilbert and I look forward to welcoming all members and guests following services. Please join us for a special Shabbat Oneg in Wolf Tuman Hall. Shabbat Shalom.
This has been a very beautiful Shabbos. As they say, there's no Shabbos like this Shabbos. Cantor, I just want to thank you very much on behalf of the congregation, and thank Mark Vogel too. And thank you to Kor for your participation in music. Cantor, perhaps you have a word.
Yes, thank you all for coming. Thank you so much, and thank you to fabulous Mark Vogel and the amazing band, really outstanding.
Beautiful.
And thank you to Kor, really fantastic and dressed to the nines, so thank you so much.
And if you like this Shabbos, we do it every Friday night at 6:30. But let's conclude our service as we sing Adon Olam in a very special way to Alexander's Ragtime Band, one of Irving Berlin's greatest hits and his first hit in his life. So let's rise and get into the rhythm.
Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach. B'terem kol, B'terem kol, B'terem kol, Yitzir Nivra. Li'ein na'asal b'chefzo kol, Azai melech shemo nivra. Adon, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach. B'terem kol, B'terem kol, B'terem kol, Yitzir Nivra. Li'ein na'asal b'chefzo kol, Azai melech shemo nivra, Shemo nivra. Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach. B'terem kol, B'terem kol, B'terem kol, Yitzir Nivra. Li'ein na'asal b'chefzo kol, Azai melech shemo nivra. Adon, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach. B'terem kol, B'terem kol, B'terem kol, Yitzir Nivra. Li'ein na'asal b'chefzo kol, Azai melech shemo nivra, Shemo nivra. Adon Olam, Adon Olam.
Beautiful. And please remain in your places for just a moment so that the clergy may exit the sanctuary first after a closing benediction. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors, how grateful we are for the blessings that you help us to hear, to feel, and to dance to, imbuing each of us with special gifts to fill this world with. May each of us, as we reach out to others, add to this world the music that helps us hear each other for the sake of enduring love and greater peace. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
for joining us this evening. We hope this service, filled with music, prayers, and blessings, helps bring you peace in the coming week. Please feel free to reach out to us here at Congregation Beth Israel. We would love to hear from you. Shabbat Shalom.